Welcome back to the channel, and today we're taking a look at a brand new VR racing game coming to Quest called Raceclub VR. Now, a lot of racing games start their journey on Quest or Steam and actually turn out to be brilliant, and that's especially true most recently of V-Racer Hoverbike. As these games progress, they eventually come to all platforms, but there's also some racing games that start and die on Quest, and rightly so. Quest definitely isn't known for sim racing, mainly due to the graphical capabilities of the headset, but that brings us nicely onto Raceclub. Now, the dev's original trailer didn't really do much to excite me. It looked visually pretty basic, and maybe that's more down to the developers not knowing how to capture gameplay, or they have zero budget for a trailer. But I've been playing Raceclub VR all morning, and I have to say, it's won me over. It's in early access right now, and there's lots of features, tracks, and modes missing, but what is here I actually really enjoyed. And since this is a public playtest, it's completely free for everyone to try. There's two cars to choose from, a V12 Formula 1 car and an electric car, and surprisingly the devs have done a good job of making them feel quite different to race with. The electric car feels much heavier in turns, and both feel great to race with, but I'm definitely enjoying the V12 more, and more shockingly, the cars sound pretty good, which is quite rare for an indie VR racing game. The cars look good, but nothing that will shock you in terms of detail, and while racing, you're missing things like sparks from racers' cars and brake lights, but maybe these things will be added when the multiplayer goes live in the future, because right now, you can only race online ghosts, which is what I did most of today, and there's also one-on-one racing. But mainly I wanted to make this video because I actually feel this could be a very good contender to be a fantastic standalone racing game. And there's detail where it matters, like the crowds, the tracks, and especially the steering wheel, which has some nice interactions and some really nice looking suede grips. Now, one thing that a lot of Quest racing games lack is a sense of speed, but Raceclub VR does an excellent job of this, and the handling of the cars is awesome. But where it really comes alive is when you switch the game to performance mode, which gives you 120Hz native refresh rate. This does come at an expense of draw distance, but it's far enough away that it doesn't really affect your driving, and you kind of forget you've made this sacrifice at all, because the super smooth frame rate, which I obviously can't prove to you on YouTube due to being limited to 60 FPS playback, is definitely my favourite way to play Raceclub. I understand the PC graphics sim crowd won't even bat an eyelid at this, but as a gamer, I love games like the original Daytona and especially virtual racing to this day, and Raceclub kind of reminds me of virtual racing. I only wanted to quickly test it out, but I ended up sinking almost 3 hours into this and even missed my morning gym session, which never happens. So there's definitely something here, and I wanted you guys to firstly know it exists, and then secondly join the devs Discord and help be part of the playtest so you can start giving them feedback, because after what I've played today, I feel it definitely has a lot of potential for people who own a standalone headset and want a decent, fast racing game that isn't based in the future and more in line with something like Formula 1. You can customize the color and patterns of your car, you can turn on and off lots of driving assistance, and there's even head smoothing, which I actually turned off because I like the head wobble you get in the headset when you're racing, and there's already players online setting some tough to beat lap times. I also wanted to take this opportunity to add some minor feedback if the devs see this video. Please get rid of the ghostly looking racing hands in favor of some customizable racing gloves. Add an icon on the race map so in real time you can see where you are on the track. Add the ability to turn off elements of the HUD. Improve the visuals on the tyres, because on the V12 right now they sometimes look like solid black wheels, which is very reminiscent of Grid Racing Legends and still kind of gives me a bit of PTSD. Some tyre lettering or branding would definitely go a long way to help the tyres look actually like tyres, and also add a sense of speed. And I can already see from some of the options that you can't interact with right now that replays will be added, and I hope one day a career mode gets added too. But I am looking forward to the rolling start mode and the multiplayer mode, which definitely needs open mics by default for the races on the grid. The link you need is in this video description. Well, there you have it, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I look forward to hearing your comments down in the comment section.